Down here we've got a plant called cow parsley. I'm talking about this plant here with that fern-like leaf structure you can hopefully see. And cow parsley is a member of the carrot family, which is a bit notorious in the foraging world because it contains some lovely delicious wild edibles like sweet cicely and common hogweed, but it also contains some of the deadly toxic ones like hemlock and hemlock water dropwort. And indeed, hemlock can, when you're a beginner, look a bit similar to that. And even here, I'm going to take you on a bit of a walk just around the field edge here. I'll carry on talking while I do, but it's an example of how you can have the same sort of or very similar looking things growing quite close to each other. So I've just shown you cow parsley there. Obviously you can see there's a bit more cow parsley here. And you can see actually it's coming into flower now, and it has the characteristic, what we call umbellifer, that umbel-like flower, as in umbrella-like flower. The way it has the flowers have those little spokes that come out, a bit like an umbrella shape. So that's why the carrot family are sometimes called umbellifers. So we'll just carry on around here. You can see more cow parsley there. Lots of cow parsley in the hedge back. Now, when I'm foraging on areas like this, obviously that's a crop. Personally, in terms of actively foraging, I do tend to avoid the very edge of a farmer's field where it probably has been sprayed, because obviously this probably has been sprayed with fungicides and various pesticides, and farmers tend to do that when it's obviously very still in terms of wind, so you're not going to get, you know, the chemicals spraying meters into the hedge back necessarily. So I'm always happy to forage maybe a couple of meters in, easily a couple of meters in from the hedge back, no problem whatsoever. But I do tend to avoid the very edge, and I literally just mean this very edge of the field. That's what I do tend to avoid, only if you're particularly fussy about your wild food being obviously organic and not in any way contaminated with pesticides. So we're coming around the corner here, and here's another plant with a fern-like leaf structure. So I've not walked far, have I? I've not come far. And yet this is actually the deadly toxic hemlock. So I've just shown you the perfectly safe and edible cow parsley, which is Anthriscus sylvestris, its Latin name. And this is hemlock. Conium maculatum is its scientific name. Both in the same family, both in the carrot family. But it's an example of how these plants that look similar can, you know, be growing quite close to each other. So when you're picking one thing, don't just assume that everything is the same. That might look a bit like it.